The speaking section is undoubtedly one of the most challenging sections of the TOEFL test. As a TOEFL teacher with over 10 years of experience, I've never seen a student who wasn't intimidated by the section, regardless of their level. And question 1 of the speaking section is the most intimidating. Imagine you have this prompt in front of you and only 15 seconds to prepare. Then you have 45 seconds to answer the question and provide details and examples to support your opinion. So, if you want to know how to tackle the first question of the TOEFL speaking section and learn strategies to get a high score without stressing out, you've come to the right place. So, let's dive into the first question of the TOEFL speaking section and try to answer it. Do you agree or disagree that it's important for young people to learn some domestic skills, like cooking, sewing, and taking care of children? 15 seconds to prepare. I agree that learning to do chores is key for young adults. First, it'll help you avoid lots of struggles in your adult life. I have many friends who started living on their own and had no idea how to cook. And they ended up eating out all the time, which wasn't healthy or cost-effective. Some of them would live mostly on fast food, while others chose cafes and restaurants. So either their health or their budget suffered. Besides, as an adult, you have so much more to think about rather than how to load the dishwasher or what detergent to use for your laundry. So, if you master all these skills while you're still relatively free of adult responsibilities, you'll thank yourself later. All right, we've answered the question. Now it's time for step 2. Let's quickly discuss the question itself. TOEFL speaking question 1 is often called the independent TOEFL speaking question, or the personal choice question. As you just saw, this question asks you to give your opinion on a given topic. There are 3 main types of independent speaking question. Most often, it asks you to agree or disagree with the given statement, like the question we just did. You can also see questions like this. Which one do you prefer? To buy the newly released e-product as soon as possible, or to wait for a while and then decide whether you want to buy it or not? Here they ask you to pick between 2 options. Or like this. Do you think it's important for parents to teach their kids to learn how to manage money? Use reasons and specific examples to support your opinion. Here, you need to talk about a hypothetical situation. In any case, your answer will be pretty much the same. You don't need to change the structure. Time for step 3, how your response is scored. You get a raw score for each question of the TOEFL speaking section, on a scale from 0 to 4, with 4 being the highest score. The speaking rubrics involve 3 parts: delivery, language use, and topic development, according to the EDS. To get a high score for delivery, 1, you should speak at a natural pace. 2, your speech should be clear. 3, your pronunciation and intonation should be easily understood. For language use, you should 1, use grammar and vocabulary automatically and effectively. 2, avoid too many mistakes that make your speech difficult to understand. Finally, topic development is all about 1, giving a relevant response to the topic. 2, providing enough details. 3, connecting your ideas well. Now, let's move on to step 4, useful tips. Number 1, use templates. Since your response time is limited, it is very helpful to have a small structure to guide you through your answer. You can use the templates you find online, or take our TOEFL prep course and use the templates we provide. You can find the link to it down below. 2, practice making an opening statement quickly. It's hard to believe, but many students struggle because they can't get their opening statement out in the first 5 seconds, wasting time they could have spent providing details. To practice, take a list of 20 to 40 independent speaking questions and try to make an opening statement for each of them very quickly. This will help you feel more confident. Speak naturally. Many students lose points because they stuff their answers with overly complex words, too many idioms, or advanced vocabulary. Instead, imagine you're speaking to a friend. Would you tell him or her, "My stance regarding this issue is that adolescents should educate themselves on the process of doing household chores"? Not really. So, focus on what you say, rather than how you say it. The only thing is, avoid repeating the same word too many times in your answer. 4. Don't spend too much time on your notes. You'll only have 15 seconds to prepare, so don't waste this time on writing down many things. If you want, write 1 or 2 reasons you'll give, not to forget them, but spend the remaining time thinking about what you'll say. 5. Don't be too formal in your answers. I see many students who say first and foremost, second of all, in conclusion. You don't need that. Your answer should be natural sounding. 6. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. You can get a perfect score even if you make several mistakes. The important thing is that they shouldn't interfere with the meaning. For example, if you say to be good in something instead of to be good at something, the listener will still be able to understand. Of course, if you have too many mistakes, it will affect your score. But don't worry too much if you make 2 to 4 minor slips. I have so many students who think only about grammar, and once they make a mistake, they are like, "Oh no, I failed. I cannot continue speaking." And they start stumbling and stuttering and don't finish their answer. Believe me, this is much worse for your overall score. Also, don't be afraid of making some pauses. Actually, it's impossible to speak without making pauses. The important thing is that these pauses have to be content-related, not vocabulary or grammar-related. So, imagine you say a sentence like this. "Well, the thing I like the most is my phone." That's okay. However, if you say something like this, "Well, the thing I like the most is my phone," that's not okay, because the examiner will see that you either do not remember some word or you cannot use grammar freely. The next tip, don't give 3 reasons for your opinion. This way, you won't have time to expand your ideas. So, give 2 reasons. This will give you much more time to explain why you think this way. If you have problems coming up with 2 reasons, just give 1, but make sure to make a detailed example. A lot of students try giving 3 reasons, and because of that, they don't have enough time to expand on them, and will lose points for topic development. Alright, as you can see, the independent speaking question is not as intimidating as it first seems. My final advice for those who want to improve is, first, stop being afraid. This is the game changer. If you are all tense and stressed out, you'll likely end up failing this question. Relax and remember that even if you say something on a completely different topic but speak well, you'll still get points for delivery, language use, and even part of the topic development. 2. Practice speaking consistently for 45 seconds or more, and don't allow yourself to stop in the middle. When we practice together, most of my students go like this. To me, it's a no-brainer that it's better to study online. No, I can't do it. I don't know what to say. If you don't know what to say something. For example, honestly, I have no idea whether it's better to study online or in a traditional classroom setting. I've never even thought about it, as this is completely irrelevant for me. Thinking about it now, my guess would be that probably it's way better to study online. And so on. Continue speaking until the 45 seconds are off. This will teach you how to keep talking, no matter what, which is gonna help a lot when you take the test. Well, that was it for today. Thanks for watching. If you want to prepare for the TOEFL test and get a high score without stressing out, sign up for our TOEFL course. The link is down below as always. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Thanks again, and see you soon. Bye!